Hello everyone, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about Feel Good 101 by Emma Blackery. I have watched Emma's videos for such a long time. I found out about her through a collab she did with another YouTuber who we don't talk about anymore. I have watched literally everything that she's put out, even if it's something I wasn't particularly interested in. I've watched all of her failed YouTube channels, so it's safe to say that I'm quite a big fan of Emma Blackery. However, I have said my piece before about YouTuber books, and I'm not going to go into it again here because I feel like I'm becoming a bit of a stuck record on this topic. So originally I decided that I wasn't going to pick up this book. A while ago, Emma made a video talking about the concept of YouTuber books and how they've started to become the norm, and she didn't want to contribute to that, and she'd been offered book deals and she'd subsequently turned them down because she didn't feel that it was her place to write one. And it was kind of refreshing almost to see a big content creator taking that sort of stand, which was why it was even more shocking when a few months later she then made a video announcing that she was writing a book. I saw that she was doing an audiobook for it and that the audiobook would be coming out at the same time, and as I have Audible, which I've done a review of Audible and I'll link that below. So I used my Audible credit towards it to give it a go because I wasn't really losing anything either way. If I didn't enjoy it, I can just return it, and if I did enjoy it, it's not taking up space on my already overflowing shelves. Feel Good 101 started off as an advice series on Emma's main YouTube channel and has now grown into this full-length book. It covers pretty much every topic that you can really think of: school, relationships, dealing with failure, first jobs, being a bully and being the bullied. Pretty much the basics of the kind of formative years of your life growing up from a child to your mid-20s. It's in here basically. And then there are experiences that are a lot more unique to Emma, such as her music career prior to YouTube and how and why she started her YouTube channel and the subsequent success that she's had from her YouTube channel. I don't want to use the word defense, but I can't think of another word for it. Emma's defense reasoning for writing this book is that she wants it to be the kind of thing that her younger sister can read and get advice from. However, she frequently states throughout this book that she is not an expert, and this book alone will not solve your problems. It's like a stepping stone that can give you the tools and the motivation to start making changes. It's very similar in format to Carrie Hope Fletcher's non-fiction book, All I Know Now, in the sense of each individual topic is backed up by the life experiences. So it talks about how in some situations it's better to be the bigger person and not engage with certain things in order to cause drama. But since she wrote this book and this book was announced and finished and all of that, she has been involved in some Twitter, YouTube related drama, so it feels almost, I don't want to say hypocritical, but it feels hard to follow her advice and believe that she's learnt things when she has slipped up since then. But then again, maybe that's me being a bit too picky because nobody's perfect and we do make mistakes even if we've made that mistake before. I just realised I haven't actually mentioned anything about the audiobook, which is funny seeing as the image that I'm using is the end of the audiobook. I've listened to 2 audiobooks now for non-fiction books, and honestly I feel like in general audiobooks are the best way to enjoy something that's non-fiction because you are hearing the person whose story it is telling their own story. And if you are thinking of picking up this book and you're not really sure in terms of format, I would highly suggest getting the audiobook if you can. It's just short of 8 hours in total, so it's quite a short audiobook, but I got through it in like 2 days because listening to Emma tell her story was just so engaging and captivating, and it felt like listening to one long YouTube video. I can't speak for the written format itself because obviously I haven't read it, but I feel like a lot of the sarcasm and the humour really comes across probably a lot better in the audiobook because you have those tonal changes in Emma's voice when she's speaking. Also, if you're looking for an extra perk that you get with the audiobook, there is exclusive content which you can only get with this audiobook, which is an interview with the young adult author Holly Bourne, who wrote books such as Am I Normal Yet? And they do a little interview after the end of the book where they talk about anxiety and how to help a friend that you know is struggling with mental health issues. So it was just an extra added bonus that made the ending of the book bittersweet, because I was genuinely a bit lost and sad when I finished reading it, which is weird because this isn't fiction, this is someone's life that I was reading about. I would happily just stop filming this and start this from the beginning and listen to it again in one sitting. It was so good. So that's all I have to say about Feel Good 101 by Emma Blackery. Have you read this book? What did you think? Are you a fan of Emma? Have you read any other YouTuber books that have really stood out to you? Let me know in the comments below and I'll be back with a new video soon. Bye!